Alright guys, I am actually really excited about this video. It came from a personal message, which is my favorite. Those are my favorite to do.
She says, "Hi Lush, I just wanted to say that your YouTube videos have been such an encouragement and inspiration to me. I struggle a lot with the decision of whether to have kids. Watching your joy with your kids and in motherhood really pushed me towards it myself. I just had my baby, a girl, at 37, and I'm staying home with her now after 15 years in the workforce. So it's an adjustment. Like yours, my husband works long hours. I would love to hear some tips on how to get through the early years when you have little ones at home. She is 9 weeks old now, and I love her so much, but at times I struggle with patience, lack of time for myself, and the unpredictability of her schedule. I can't plan my workouts or get interrupted while trying to cook and clean, and feelings of isolation since we don't get out much except the groceries once a week. Thank you so much for all that you do."
Okay,
Great.
so actually for me personally, once I found out I was pregnant, I was shocked. So new. It's a unique experience. My second and third pregnancies, my third was a shocker to my system, but my second one wasn't so much. I didn't experience this so much with Riley. I was pregnant with Gabe. Like I said, going from being a child to a college student, an athlete, to a period in my life where all I did was focus on my fitness and training and weightlifting and running and everything else. My time was my own. So it was, and it's like this, I think, for most moms and fathers as well. I would not trade that for anything. Like, I remember back fondly on all those years of independence, and I love being, like, I love my quiet time. Everything got loud after I had kids, and I really love my quiet time. And I'm really devoted to certain things. I love animals, I love dogs, horses. I love weightlifting. I love competitions. I love traveling. And almost all of it fell by the wayside to get my favorite dog in the entire world. I will say that. And he's so good with my kids. Life just goes through different periods, and it shifts and it changes, and there's modifications and everything, and it's just, nothing is like you think it's going to be. Almost, I mean, unless you talk to someone that says, I have to go get my kids soon. So anyway, nothing is like you think it's going to be, or like anyone plans out from their youth. You asked me 20 years ago what I wanted out of life. It was not what I have now. It just wasn't. I actually didn't even really, I love kids, but I didn't overly want to be a mother right away. It just wasn't, and I bam, as soon as I got married, I was a mother. And precious and valuable thing that's ever happened to me was having my boys. And I will say, it's so different for every single mom I talk to. There are things that we can relate about, definitely, and laugh about, and how we cried about. But it's, you would not trade it. And they always say that. I thought it was cliche because I was like, that sounds like a nightmare. I don't want that. You know, I don't want my body to do that. I don't want to go through that. I just didn't really get it until, of course, you fall in love with someone. And then my husband, so we kind of, you know, met in the middle, and we had 3, and they all happened to be boys. And I guarantee you, if I had another one, it would be a boy. And God bless them all. I will say that I used to have a ton of it. It was like the best babysitter you could ever imagine. I had an entire block growing up that would call me from 13 on to babysit. I started losing it in college, and then by the time I had children, I felt personally. People think that I still personally, I lost a good bit of patience when I became a mother. So I relate to you, and with that, I would just say, one thing that helped me with that, I'm an early person, a morning person. Earlier, I'm so much more productive in every single way. That's me, though. So I find that working out definitely boosts my mood and makes me just a better human being. and that's why I do it. I do it for a variety of reasons, for my health, for my sanity, for my just patience level. I feel like that I gave something to myself that I've always enjoyed. I was born that way. Some of you might begrudge working out and really not find it as enjoyable as I do, but I like music a lot, and that really helps me. But you make it work. And the thing is, we all have so many different schedules, and we have to find out based on our baby schedule. And your baby, you said 9 months now, a certain schedule, you know, and you can be more intentional about your workouts, like when you do them, and figure out when you feel the best, or when you have the most time, or when she's sleeping. You make it work. They come first when you have a child. So your baby obviously comes first, and your baby's needs come first. So then work around that. It's as simple as that. Don't seek advice out from people that aren't, as far as your goals. Minimize it, like it's not that important. Don't overindulge in social media. I will say that, because it can be like the worst thing that you do. I would find one or two fitness inspirations, or health inspirations, or mother inspirations, or father inspirations that you actually follow, and maybe write to or ask questions. And don't put too much emphasis on other people's ways of life, because it probably isn't going to be your way of life. It probably is going to not work for you and your husband. It's probably going to be in your baby. It's probably going to be different. So I learned to just kind of focus on what I had, like my family, my baby's needs. Like when Brax was a lot younger, I probably didn't even work out that much. I just fine-tuned my diet, so I was eating super healthily most of the week, unless I went out one day, and then I might splurge on something. But literally like 6 days a week, I was eating super healthy, like I knew I should be eating, whole foods and stuff. And my body didn't suffer. It actually got better. So you have a lot of needs when you're nursing. I'm not sure if Bree, you're still nursing, but I'd say 10 months to 12 months. And I think one of them, it was like 8 months. You're not alone. We all understand as moms, like, how it can be. It was such a fleeting, passing, fond time in my life that I realized my youngest now is 5. And most of you followed me since he was born. And I don't get that time back. He grew so quickly, and it was all an amazing experience. I wish I had kept a journal, and I would suggest that. And I know so many moms that could care less about working out or even nutrition. Like, I have a passion for growing older and feeling amazing. That, I think it's more that than even the way my body looks or anymore. It used to be like I went through so many stages, and I might get off subject, but I went through stages of getting out of in college. It was just about being the best athlete I could be. So I was like a runner, and I wanted to be the best. And I'm very competitive, and a lot of you might be able to relate. Some of you might not, but I was, and I'm that way almost in every aspect of my life. So it's like I'm that way with my house. It needs to be clean. If you're going to do something, I feel like you need to do it wholeheartedly. Do it well, do it right, or don't do it. I felt, so in college I was a runner. I did that to the best of my ability. When I felt like I got to a point where I wasn't excelling at the sport anymore or lost interest, then I quit. I literally quit, because I was like, I'm not giving it my 100%. I don't want to right now. And then I went on into just weightlifting and joining a gym and all that, and I literally gave it 100%. I would go, I would pay way too much money. It was Gold's Gym in Manassas, and I would pay so much money just to be able to go. But it was like my therapy. I felt so good when I left there, and I probably was doing it all wrong, but to me, I was showing up and doing everything I was supposed to do, and left there feeling like $1,000,000. Okay, real life. So basically, anyway, how I managed to just make it all work is very simple. I make a point that most days out of the week, unless I'm sick, that I work out. And I do it in a way that I enjoy, because if I had ever done workouts, and I have done them, that I did not enjoy, then I didn't stick with them, you know? So like you do them for a little bit and then you burn out, or you're super sore and you don't want to go back to it. So working out consistently in a way that you actually enjoy sets you up for success, basically. Like my mom likes to walk. She does not like doing any kind of treadmill or machines. Whereas if you put me in a gym, like I would be in my glory. I would love it. I would go there every single day and work out and make use of that, you know. So for me, I just enjoy working out so much. I love giving my muscles some resistance, and I would say, so like I do the happy body, I still do that. I enjoy it, and I do it probably 6 days a week, if not 7 days a week. I usually do that in the morning, and then in the evening sometimes I'll just do my squats, doing my push-up challenge that we did last month. I'm still doing that. I think I missed 2 days so far in January, but I'm doing it. So it really worked for me, having muscle tone. And I'm doing like the dive bombers too. I'm making it a variety of arm workouts so it's not boring. So I might wake up in the morning and do like 10 push-ups, and then later I might do like dive bombers, 10, 10, and 10, because they hurt. And then I might do some burpees, you know what I mean? So I'm getting my 100 in most of this month, and I like doing that. You see results too. You don't really want to lose them if there's no reason, like if you're not sick or something. It's kind of about just deciding you're going to do it, making your mind up you're going to do it, and then if you miss a week, don't get down on yourself, because we all do it. As parents, things come up. We go through hardships in our families. When you feel bad emotionally, you don't want to work out necessarily. And when you feel bad physically, if you're sick, you don't feel like working out. Personalize it for your own interests. You have to like what you're eating, you know, so find healthy versions of meals you enjoy and do those consistently, make those consistently. Like I pretty much eat the same kinds of foods all the time, and then when I go out and treat myself, it's amazing, because you know I don't have that much variety in my diet. So to get variety one day and have something just like I did for my birthday is so much fun. Like pizza and tiramisu. Really so much better than if I actually ate that stuff all the time. And so less is more also. So I don't think you need to work out like a crazy person. I think you can work out smart, and I think I do eccentric exercises, which is, I've showed you that before in my videos. I wouldn't suggest treadmills for like an hour. I just think that you're not even doing your body that much of a favor. I think it's better to do using weights and shorter exercises if you want to do high intensity, like jumping jacks or sprints, things like that, burpees. That's the way I feel, is just using your time wisely. But if you hate that way of working out, then by all means use your treadmill, or go on a walk, or go on a hike, or ride your bike, or whatever you love. It's more about diet. So it's more about just, you know, as a mom, first time mom, and being home, fix meals that you know are not going to cause you to keep gaining weight and feel unhealthy, and it's good for the baby as well. Like if either way, it's just going to make you feel better to eat a healthy diet. So do that first, and there's more emphasis, in my opinion, on what you're eating. And then secondly, start a fitness program of your choice. So whatever you enjoy doing, do that consistently. And that's pretty much all I have to say on it. Like everything you said to me, it's kind of like I so related to your your message, and I really wanted to address it. And thanks for writing me. And let me know if you like this video.